Close your eyes now, and let your breath soften like mist rolling over a calm sea. Imagine standing before a lighthouse carved from the bones of the earth itself, its base a seamless fusion of granite. In the starlight, its tower rising like a silent prayer against the velvet curtain of night. The air here tastes of salt and eternity, cool and clean, carrying the scent of ancient brine and the faint, sweet perfume of night-blooming jasmine that clings to the cliffs like stardust. You are the keeper. Your hands, weathered by decades of polishing brass lenses and winding mechanisms, rest lightly on the iron railing of the lantern room below you. The ocean stretches into infinity, a living tapestry of deep indigo and black, its surface broken only by the occasional silver flash of a leaping fish or the ghostly trail of bioluminescent algae. The waves do not crash, they sigh, a slow, rhythmic exhale that matches the beating of your own heart. Shush, shush, shush. The lighthouse breathes with you. Its stone walls pulse with a gentle warmth, radiating the heat of the sun absorbed during the day, releasing it now like a long, slow exhalation of comfort. The spiral staircase behind you hums with a low, resonant frequency, the sound of time itself, measured and precise, yet as soothing as a lullaby. Each step you take on the worn stone stairs echoes like a soft drumbeat in the stillness, a reminder of your purpose, your peace. At the center of the lantern room, the great lens awaits, a masterpiece of crystal and brass, as tall as a man, with facets cut to catch and bend light into a single, piercing beam. You approach it with reverence, your movements slow and deliberate, each motion a meditation. Your fingers trace the cool brass edges, feeling the faint vibration of the clockwork mechanism within, gears turning like the orbits of planets, weights descending like the setting sun, springs coiling like sleeping serpents. With a turn of a key, the mechanism awakens. A soft click resonates through the room, followed by the gentle whir of gears settling into motion. The lens begins to rotate slowly, majestically, catching the light of the lamp suspended at its core. The lamp is no ordinary flame. It is a captured piece of a star burning with a steady, unwavering golden light that casts no shadows, only warmth. As the lens turns, the light is gathered, focused, and then released, a single, solid beam of pure, luminous peace that cuts through the night like a knife through butter. You watch the beam as it sweeps across the ocean. It moves with the slowness of a dream, painting the water with strokes of liquid gold, illuminating the crests of waves for miles around. In its light, the ocean becomes a mirror, reflecting not just the sky, but something deeper, something timeless. And in that reflection, you see them, moments from the past, moments from the future, drifting by like ghosts on the current of time. The first moment appears as the beam passes over a stretch of empty water. It is a memory, a child's laughter, echoing across a sun-drenched beach, the scent of sunscreen and salt water, the feeling of worn sand between your toes. The memory is so vivid, so real, that for a moment you are there, not in the lighthouse, but on that beach, feeling the joy, the freedom, the peace of a perfect summer day. Then the beam moves on and the memory fades, replaced by another. This time, it is a vision, a city of the future, where buildings grow like crystal trees and vehicles float silently on rivers of light. The air is clean, the streets quiet, the people smiling as they move through gardens that hang between the clouds. The vision fills you with hope, with wonder, with a sense of peace that transcends time. You stand there watching as the beam continues its endless cycle. Each sweep brings a new moment, a new glimpse into the tapestry of time. Some are memories, some are visions, all are beautiful, all are peaceful. And in the watching, in the stillness of the lighthouse, you feel a profound sense of calm. You are the keeper, you are the lighthouse, you are the beam, and you are at peace. Chapter 2. The first glimpse of the past beam continues its slow, hypnotic rotation, and as it sweeps across the horizon, it catches a moment from the past, a moment so vivid, so real, that it seems to materialize right there on the water, It is a garden bathed in the soft, golden light of late afternoon. Roses bloom in shades of crimson and pink, their petals heavy with dew. Bees drift lazily from flower to flower, their wings catching the sunlight in flashes of gold. The air is thick with the scent of roses and honey, so sweet it almost makes you dizzy. In the center of the garden, a woman sits on a stone bench. She is elderly, her face a map of wrinkles earned through a lifetime of smiles and tears. Her eyes are closed, her hands resting in her lap, palms upturned as if receiving a blessing. She is humming softly, a tune that feels familiar, though you cannot place it, a melody that wraps around you like a warm blanket, soothing your mind, calming your spirit. As the beam lingers on the scene, you feel yourself drawn into it. You are no longer just watching, you are there. You feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, the softness of the grass beneath your feet, the gentle breeze rustling the leaves of the oak tree that stands guard over the garden. You smell the roses, the honey, the clean, earthy scent of soil. You hear the woman's humming, the buzz of the bees, the distant call of a bird. The woman opens her eyes, and they are the color of the sky after a storm, deep, clear, full of wisdom. She looks directly at you, though she cannot see you, not really. She sees through you, beyond you, to the peace within you. A soft smile touches her lips, and in that smile, you see the reflection of every peaceful moment you have ever known, the quiet of a forest at dawn, the stillness of a mountain lake, the comfort of a lover's embrace. The beam moves on, but the moment lingers. The scent of roses and honey remains in the air. The sound of the woman's humming echoes in your mind. The feeling of peace settles deep in your bones, warming you from the inside out. You realize that this moment, this memory, is not just hers. It is yours too. It belongs to everyone who has ever known peace, ever felt the warmth of the sun, ever heard the hum of bees in a garden. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the memory wash over you. The weight of the day, the worries of the world, noise in your mind, it all fades away, replaced by the peace of the garden, the peace of the woman's smile, the peace of knowing that some moments are eternal, existing outside of time, always available, always present, always peaceful. When you open your eyes, the beam has moved on, casting its light on another stretch of ocean, but the peace remains. It settles in your chest, a warm, glowing ember that cannot be extinguished. You are the keeper, you are the lighthouse, you are the beam, and you are at peace. Chapter 3. The future unfolds. Beam continues its endless rotation, and as it sweeps across the horizon, it catches a moment from the future vision so clear, so vivid, that it seems to unfold right there on the water. It is a city, but unlike any city you have ever seen, it rises from the ocean itself. Its towers and spires grown from coral and crystal, glowing with a soft, internal light that pulses like a heartbeat. The buildings are alive, covered in gardens that cascade down their sides like waterfalls of green and gold. Bridges of light connect the towers, and on these bridges, people move slowly, peacefully. Their faces calm, their eyes bright with wonder. There are no vehicles, no noise, no rush, only the soft sound of water, the gentle hum of the living buildings, the distant laughter of children playing in the gardens that float between the towers. The air above the city is clear, filled with the light of two suns, one golden, one silver, casting a soft, dual glow over everything. Birds with feathers like stained glass fly between the towers, their songs blending into a melody that feels both ancient and new. The ocean around the city is alive with bioluminescent creatures, their lights dancing in the water like stars, reflected in a mirror. As the beam lingers on the scene, you feel yourself drawn into it. You are no longer just watching, you are there. You feel the warmth of the twin suns on your skin, the soft breeze carrying the scent of salt and flowers. You hear the melody of the birds, the laughter of the children, the gentle hum of the living city. You see the people, their faces filled with peace, their movements slow and deliberate. As if they have all the time in the world, you walk along one of the bridges of light, your feet bare. Feeling the warmth of the light beneath you, you pass a garden where flowers bloom in colors you have never seen, shades of violet and gold that seem to shift and change as you watch. A child offers you a fruit, its skin iridescent, its scent sweet and unfamiliar. You take it, and as you bite into it, the taste is like nothing you have ever experienced. Pure joy, pure peace, pure life. The being moves on, but the vision lingers. The taste of the fruit remains on your tongue. The warmth of the twin suns remains on your skin. The melody of the birds remains in your heart. The peace of the city settles deep within you, a seed of hope that blooms into a flower of tranquility. You realize that this future, this vision, is not just a possibility. It is a promise of what can be, of what will be, of what is already growing in the hearts of those who seek peace. It is a future built on the foundation of the present, on the choices made in moments like this, in lighthouses like this, by keepers like you. Close your eyes for a moment, letting the vision fill you, the hope, the wonder, the peace. They all become part of you. They merge with the peace of the garden, the peace of the woman's smile, the peace of the lighthouse itself. You are the keeper, you are the lighthouse, you are the beam, and you are at peace. Chapter 4. The rhythm of time. Beam continues its slow, rhythmic rotation, and as it sweeps across the ocean, you begin to see the pattern, the beautiful, endless cycle of time. The beam moves from past to future, from future to past, each sweep bringing a new moment, a new glimpse into the tapestry of existence. But you no longer see them as separate. You see them as part of a whole, as threads woven together in a design that is both intricate and simple, chaotic and ordered, ever-changing and eternal. In the beam, you see a child learning to walk, her first steps hesitant, then confident, her laughter echoing through a sunlit room. You see an old man planting a tree, his hands gnarled with age, but gentle with care, knowing he will not live to see it grow tall, but planting it anyway for the future. You see a city of light rising from the ocean, its towers glowing with hope, its people moving in harmony with the world around them. You see a woman humming in a garden, her face peaceful, her smile full of wisdom. Each moment is different, yet each is the same. Each is a moment of peace. Each is a reflection of the peace that exists in all things, in all times, in all beings. The beam is not just showing you the past and the future. It is showing you the eternal now, the moment where all times meet, where all peace resides. You lean against the cool glass of the lantern room, feeling the vibration of the lens as it turns, the gentle hum of the clockwork beneath your feet. The rhythm of the lighthouse becomes the rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your heart, the rhythm of time itself. Inhale, the beam sweeps across the ocean, gathering moments. Exhale, the beam releases them back into the night. Inhale, a memory of a summer's day. Exhale, a vision of a future city. Inhale, the laughter of a child. Exhale, the smile of an elder. Inhale, the hope of a new world. Exhale, the peace of the present moment. The rhythm deepens, flowing your thoughts, calming your mind, soothing your spirit. The worries of the day, the anxieties of the world, the noise in your head, they all fade away, replaced by the gentle, steady beat of the lighthouse, the beam, the ocean. You are no longer just watching the moments, you are part of them. You are the child taking her first steps. You are the old man planting the tree. You are the citizen of the city of light. You are the woman humming in the garden. You are all of them, and they are all you. The beam sweeps across the horizon one more time, and in its light, you see a new moment, a moment that is both past and future, memory and vision. All at once, it is a moment of perfect peace, a moment of pure being, a moment that exists outside of time, in the eternal now. And in that moment, you see yourself, not as the keeper, not as the lighthouse, not as the beam, but as peace itself. You close your eyes, letting the rhythm of time carry you. The beam turns. The ocean sighs, The lighthouse breathes, you breathe. With them, you are the rhythm, you are the peace. Chapter 5. The Keeper's Reflection. The beam continues its endless cycle, but now as it sweeps across the ocean, you find yourself turning inward, reflecting on your role as the keeper, on the meaning of the lighthouse, on the peace that fills you. You stand at the window, your hands resting on the cool glass, watching the beam paint the water with light, and you feel a deep sense of purpose, of belonging, of peace. You remember the day you first came to the lighthouse. You were young then, full of questions, full of restlessness. You sought the lighthouse as a refuge from the noise of the world, from the chaos of your own mind. And in its stillness, in its rhythm, you found what you were looking for, not answers, but peace. Not escape, but belonging. You remember the first time you saw a moment from the past in the beam, a memory of your mother's smile, warm and loving, a moment you thought you had lost forever. Seeing it again, feeling it again, brought tears to your eyes, but not tears of sadness, tears of gratitude, tears of peace. You realized then that the past is never truly gone. It lives on in the beam, in the lighthouse, in you. You remember the first time you saw a vision of the future, glimpse of a world at peace, a world of light and harmony. It filled you with hope, with wonder, with a sense of possibility. You realized then that the future is not something to fear, but something to embrace, something to build, something to become. The lighthouse showed you the way, not by predicting the future, but by showing you the peace that is possible, the peace that is already here, waiting to be recognized. You think about the lighthouse itself, its stone walls, its spiral staircase, its great lens. It is more than just a building. It is a symbol, a metaphor, a reminder. It reminds you that even in the darkest night, there is light. Even in the wildest storm, there is stillness. Even in the chaos of time, there is rhythm. Even in the noise of the world, there is peace. You think about your role as the keeper. You are not just a caretaker of the lighthouse. You are a keeper of peace. You tend the lamp. You wind the mechanism. You polish the lens, but more than that, you tend the peace within you. You nurture it. You protect it. You share it. The beam is not just a beam of light. It is a beam of peace, extending from the lighthouse, from you out into the world. You realize that the lighthouse is not just here, on this cliff, at the edge of time. It is within you. The spiral staircase is your spine. The great lens is your heart. The beam is your love, your compassion, your peace. You are the lighthouse. You are the keeper. You are the peace. The soft smile touches your lips. The reflection deepens. The peace settles. You are home. You are at peace. Chapter 6. The storm of memoriast sky begins to change. The soft velvet of night is replaced by the bruised purple and gray of an approaching storm. Clouds gather like dark thoughts, heavy with the promise of rain. The wind picks up, no longer a gentle breeze but a restless spirit, whispering secrets to the waves, stirring the ocean into a state of agitation. You stand at the window, watching the storm approach. There is no fear in your heart, only a quiet curiosity, a deep sense of calm. You have seen many storms in your time as keeper, storms of wind and rain, storms of lightning and thunder, storms of memory and emotion. You know that storms, like time, are part of the natural rhythm of things. They come, they pass, they leave. Behind a sense of renewal, of peace, the first drops of rain begin to fall, large and heavy, splashing against the lantern room window like tears. The beam of the lighthouse cuts through the rain, its light undiminished, unwavering. In its light, you see the first of the memories, a moment from your childhood, a moment of fear and loneliness. You are a small child, lost in a crowd, crying out for a mother who is nowhere to be found. The memory is vivid, intense, but as the beam touches it, it softens, the fear dissolving into compassion, the loneliness into connection. The rain falls harder now, drumming against the roof, against the glass, against the ocean. The wind howls like a wounded animal, shaking the lighthouse to its very foundations. But the lighthouse stands firm, its roots deep in the cliff, its spirit deep in the peace of the keeper. The beam continues to turn, its light cutting through the storm, bringing moment after moment, memory after memory, vision after vision. You see a moment of heartbreak, a lover leaving. Words spoken in anger, tears that fell like rain. The beam touches the memory, and the anger softens into understanding, the tears into healing, the heartbreak into wisdom. You see a moment of failure, dreams shattered, a hope lost, a path that led nowhere. The beam touches the memory, and the failure transforms into a lesson, the loss into a new beginning, the shattered dream into a mosaic of possibility. The storm rages outside, but inside the lighthouse, there is only peace. The peace of knowing that storms pass, the peace of knowing that memories, even painful ones, are part of the tapestry of who you are. The peace of knowing that the beam of the lighthouse, the beam of your own inner light, can transform even the darkest moments into sources of strength, of compassion, of peace. The storm reaches its peak, the wind screaming, the rain pouring, the lightning flashing like the strobe of a camera, illuminating the world in brief, stark moments. But the beam of the lighthouse continues to turn, steady, calm, unwavering. In its light, you see a final memory, a moment of pure peace, a moment of stillness, a moment of being fully present, fully alive, fully at peace. It is the memory of this moment, here and now. In the lighthouse, watching the storm, feeling the peace, knowing that you are the storm, you are the lighthouse, you are the peace. The storm begins to subside. The wind softens, the rain eases, the lightning fades. The beam of the lighthouse continues to turn, its light now illuminating a world washed clean, renewed, peaceful. You take a deep breath, inhaling the scent of rain and salt and peace. You are the keeper, you are the lighthouse, you are the beam, and you are at peace. Chapter 7. The eternal light storm has passed, leaving behind a world washed clean, renewed, and at peace. The sky is a canvas of deep indigo, dotted with stars, that seem brighter now, clearer, as if the storm has polished them. The ocean is calm, its surface like glass, reflecting the stars, the lighthouse, the beam of light that cuts through the night like a river of gold. You stand at the window, your hands resting on the cool glass, watching the beam sweep across the water. It moves with the same slow, steady rhythm it has always moved, but now it feels different. It feels deeper, richer, more alive. It feels like an extension of you, of your peace, of your very being. As the beam sweeps across the horizon, you see the moments again, the memories and visions, the past and the future. But now, they are not separate. They are all part of the same tapestry, the same story, the same peace. The child laughing, the old man planting the tree, the woman humming in the garden, the city of light rising from the ocean. They are all there, all connected, all one. You realize that the lighthouse is not just showing you the past and the future. It is showing you the eternal now, the moment where all times meet, where all peace resides. The beam is not just a beam of light. It is a beam of eternal light, illuminating the truth that all moments are eternal, all beings are connected, all peace is one. You close your eyes, letting the truth settle into your soul. You feel the beam of the lighthouse not just outside but inside you. It shines from your heart, from your mind, from your very essence. You are the lighthouse. You are the beam. You are the eternal light. The beam sweeps across the ocean one last time, and in its light, you see yourself not as the keeper, not as the lighthouse, not as the beam, but as peace itself. You see yourself as the peace in the child's laughter, the peace in the old man's hands, the peace in the woman's smile, the peace in the city of light. You see yourself as the peace in the storm, the peace in the stillness, the peace in the eternal now. You open your eyes, and the world is transformed. The lighthouse is no longer just a building. It is a living being breathing with the rhythm of the ocean, pulsing with the light of the stars. The beam is no longer just light, it is love. compassion, wisdom, peace. The ocean is no longer just water. It is the mirror of your soul, reflecting back to you the peace that you are. You take a deep breath, inhaling the scent of salt and starlight, exhaling the peace that fills you. You know that you will stand here, in this lighthouse, at the edge of time for as long as you are needed. You will tend the lamp, wind the mechanism, polish the lens. You will watch the moments pass by in the beam, and you will see yourself. In each one, you will be the keeper, the lighthouse, the beam, the eternal light. And in that knowing, in that being, you find the deepest peace of all, the peace of unity, the peace of eternity, the peace of being exactly who you are, exactly where you are, exactly as you are. You are the lighthouse at the edge of time, and you are at peace. Chapter 8. The keeper's journal. Beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean, and in its light, you see not only moments from the past and future, but also the pages of your own journal, floating on the water like leaves on a stream. Each page is filled with your handwriting, neat, steady, reflecting the peace of the lighthouse itself. You reach out, and as your fingers touch a page, it dissolves into light, and you are drawn into the memory it holds. You see yourself sitting at the small wooden desk in the keeper's quarters, the journal open before you. The room is bathed in the soft glow of an oil lamp, its light warm and gentle. Outside, the ocean sighs against the cliffs, and the wind hums a low lullaby. You are writing about the day's events, about the pod of dolphins that danced in the beam at dawn, about the old sailor who waved from his boat, his face creased with a smile of recognition. As you write, you feel a deep sense of contentment, of purpose, of peace. The memory fades, and another page appears. This one is from years ago, when you first arrived at the lighthouse. You were young, uncertain, full of questions. The journal entry speaks of your fears, your doubts, your hope that this place would bring you the peace you sought. As you read, you feel compassion for your younger self, for the journey you have taken, for the peace you have found. You realize that the journal is not just a record of events. It is a record of your inner journey, of the growth of your peace. Page after page appears, each one a snapshot of your life as keeper. Moments of joy, moments of challenge, moments of profound stillness. And in each one, you see the same thread, the same truth. The lighthouse has not just been a place of work. It has been a place of transformation. It has transformed you from a seeker of peace into a source of peace. The last page dissolves, and you are back in the lantern room, the beam still sweeping across the ocean. You feel a deep sense of gratitude for the journal, for the lighthouse, for the journey itself. You realize that the peace you have found here is not just for you, it is for everyone. It is a peace that flows out from the lighthouse, from you into the world, touching everyone who sees the beam, everyone who feels the rhythm of the waves, everyone who knows the stillness of the night. You close your eyes, letting the gratitude fill you, letting it merge with the peace that is always present. You are the keeper, you are the lighthouse, you are the peace. Chapter 9. The dance of the dolphins. The beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean, and in its light, you see a pod of dolphins leaping from the water, their bodies glistening like silver in the night. They move with a grace that takes your breath away, their arcs, and turns a dance of pure joy, pure freedom. As you watch, you feel yourself drawn into their dance, into their world. You are no longer in the lantern room, you are in the ocean, surrounded by the dolphins. The water is warm, the current gentle. The dolphins swim around you, their eyes full of intelligence, their movements full of play. One dolphin swims close, nudging your hand with its snout, inviting you to join in their dance. You kick your feet, and you are lifted, carried along by the current, by the joy of the dolphins. You dive beneath the surface, and the world transforms. The water is filled with light, bioluminescent creatures glowing like stars, coral reefs pulsing with soft, internal light, schools of fish moving in perfect unison. The dolphins lead you through this underwater paradise, their bodies leaving Trails of light in the water. You feel a sense of wonder, of all of peace. You surface, and the night air is cool against your skin. The dolphins leap around you, their laughter echoing in the night. You laugh with them. A sound of pure joy, pure freedom. You realize that this dance is not just for fun, it is a celebration of life, a celebration of the peace that exists in the ocean, in the lighthouse, in you. The beam of the lighthouse sweeps over you, and in its light, you see the dolphins as they truly are, not just animals, but beings of light, beings of peace. Their dance is a prayer, a meditation, a way of being in harmony with the world. You feel honored to be part of their dance, too. Be part of their peace. The dolphins swim away, disappearing into the night, but their joy, their freedom, their peace remains with you. You are back in the lantern room, but you are still dancing, still celebrating, still at peace. Chapter 10. The whisper of the wind. Wind picks up, whispering secrets to the lighthouse, to the ocean, to you. It is not the howl of the storm, but the soft murmur of a friend, a voice that speaks without words, a presence that comforts without touching. You stand at the window, listening, feeling the wind's gentle caress on your skin. In the beam of the lighthouse, you see the wind's journey, how it has traveled across mountains and valleys, over oceans and deserts, carrying with it the stories of the world. You see it lifting the wings of an eagle, carrying it to new heights. You see it rustling the leaves of an ancient forest, singing a song of growth and renewal. You see it kissing the cheeks of a child, bringing a smile to their face. The wind speaks to you, not in words, but in feelings. It speaks of freedom, of movement, of the joy of being unbound. It speaks of connection, of how it touches everything, how it carries the scent of flowers to a distant land, the warmth of the sun to a cold place, the message of love to a lonely heart. You feel the wind's peace, a peace that is always moving, always changing, yet always present. It is the peace of knowing that you are part of something larger, something interconnected, something beautiful. The wind dies down, and the world is still again. But the peace it brought remains, settling in your heart like a gentle breeze. You are the keeper, you are the lighthouse, you are the wind, you are the peace. Chapter 11. The song of the whales. Beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean, and in its light, you see a family of whales, massive, majestic, moving with a grace that defies their size. They sing as they swim, their voices deep and resonant, a song that vibrates through the water, through the lighthouse, through you. You close your eyes, and you are not just hearing the song, you are feeling it. It resonates in your chest, in your bones, in your very soul. The song speaks of ancient wisdom, of the deep peace of the ocean, of the connection between all living things. It speaks of journeys across thousands of miles, of the rhythm of the tides, of the cycles of life and death. The whales sing of the past, of oceans that were, of creatures that lived and died, of the peace that has always existed in the depths. They sing of the future, of oceans that will be, of life that will evolve, of the peace that will endure. They sing of the now, of the beauty of this moment, of the joy of being alive, of the peace that is here, now, always. As you listen, you feel yourself becoming part of the song. Your voice joins in, not with words, but with the vibration of your own peace. You are the whale, singing the song of the ocean. You are the ocean, holding the song. You are the song itself. The whales swim away, their song fading into the distance. But the vibration remains, echoing in your heart, in the lighthouse, in the beam of light. You are the keeper, you are the lighthouse. You are the song, you are the peace. Chapter 12. The keeper's drum. Night deepens, and a profound stillness settles over the lighthouse. The beam continues its slow rotation, but now it feels softer, gentler, as if it too is preparing for rest. You feel a drowsiness in your bones, a pull toward sleep, toward the peace that awaits in the realm of dreams. You lie down on the small cot in the keeper's quarters, the blanket soft and warm around you. The sound of the ocean is a lullaby, the hum of the lighthouse a comforting vibration beneath you. You close your eyes and immediately you begin to dream. In your dream, you are not in the lighthouse. You are the lighthouse. Your stone walls are strong, your beacon bright, your spirit unwavering. You stand at the edge of time, your beam cutting through the night, illuminating moments from the past and future. You see the child laughing, the old man planting the tree, the woman humming in the garden, the city of light rising from the ocean. You see the dolphins dancing, the wind whispering, the whales singing, and you see yourself, not as a separate being, but as part of all of it. You are the child's laughter, the old man's hands, the woman's smile, the light of the city, the joy of the dolphins, the freedom of the wind, the song of the whales. You are all of it, and all of it is you. The dream deepens and you feel yourself dissolving into the light of the beam, into the rhythm of the ocean, into the peace of the night. You are no longer a keeper, no longer a lighthouse, no longer a separate self. You are peace itself, unbounded, eternal, free. You sleep deeply, peacefully, the dream carrying you into realms of stillness you have never known. And in that sleep, you are healed, you are renewed, you are at peace. Chapter 13. The visitorth beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean, and in its light, you see a small boat approaching the cliff. It moves slowly, deliberately, as if guided by the beam itself. As it draws closer, you see a figure standing at the bow, woman, her face turned toward the lighthouse, her eyes filled with a mixture of hope and weariness. You watch as she navigates the boat toward the small cove at the base of the cliff. She ties it securely, then begins the climb up the winding path that leads to the lighthouse. You meet her at the door, your heart open, your spirit calm. She introduces herself as a traveler, a seeker of peace. She has heard stories of the lighthouse at the edge of time, of its keeper who watches moments from the past and future. She has come to see if the stories are true, to find the peace she has been searching for. You invite her in, offering her a cup of tea, the seat by the window. As she sips the tea, her eyes are drawn to the beam of the lighthouse, sweeping across the ocean. You tell her about the moments you have seen, the peace you have found. You tell her that the lighthouse is not just a building, but a symbol of the peace that exists within everyone, everywhere. As you speak, you see a transformation in her. The weariness in her eyes softens, replaced by a growing light. The hope in her heart deepens, replaced by a growing peace. She sees in the beam of the lighthouse not just moments from the past and future, but moments from her own life, moments of joy, moments of sorrow, moments of peace. She sees that she is the keeper of her own lighthouse, the source of her own peace. She stays until dawn, watching the beam fade as the sun rises. When she leaves, she is different, lighter, brighter, filled with a peace she carries within her. You know that she will take that peace with her, sharing it with everyone she meets, becoming a lighthouse in her own right. You stand at the door, watching her boat disappear into the distance. The beam of the lighthouse is gone for now, but the peace remains. You are the keeper. You are the lighthouse. You are the peace. Chapter 14. The Garden of Time. The beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the cliff, and in its light, you see a small garden nestled against the lighthouse walls. It is a garden you have tended for years, a place of peace and beauty that exists outside of time and touched by the elements, always in bloom. You walk down the spiral staircase and out into the garden. The air is filled with the scent of flowers, roses, lavender, jasmine, a perfume that calms the mind, soothes the spirit. The flowers glow with a soft, internal light, their colors vibrant even in the beam of the lighthouse. As you walk among the flowers, you see that they are not just ordinary flowers. They are moments, given form and life. There is a rose that glows with the warmth of a summer's day, a tulip that shimmers with the joy of a child's laughter, a sunflower that radiates the wisdom of an elder's smile. Each flower is a moment, a memory, a vision, all blooming together in a garden of peace. You sit on a stone bench in the center of the garden, closing your eyes, breathing in the scent of the flowers. breathing out the peace that fills you. You feel the moments in the garden reaching out to you, the rose's warmth, the tulip's joy, the sunflower's wisdom. You feel them merging with your own moments, your own memories, your own peace. The beam of the lighthouse sweeps over the garden, and in its light you see that the garden is not just outside the lighthouse, it is within you. The flowers are moments from your own life blooming in the garden of your soul. You are the gardener, tending these moments with love and care. You are the garden itself, a place of peace and beauty that exists outside of time. You open your eyes, and the world is transformed. The lighthouse is not just a building, it is a sanctuary, a place where peace grows and blooms. You are the keeper, you are the lighthouse, you are the garden, you are the peace. Chapter 15. The mirror of soul's beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean, and in its light, you see a mirror floating on the water. It is not an ordinary mirror, it is a mirror of souls reflecting not images, but essences. You approach the mirror, and as you look into it, you do not see your reflection. You see the essence of the lighthouse, strong, steady, unwavering. You see the essence of the ocean, deep, vast, ever-changing. You see the essence of the beam, bright, pure, illuminating. You see the essence of the moments you have witnessed, the child's laughter, the old man's hands, the woman's smile. As you continue to gaze into the mirror, you see more. You see the essence of the dolphins, joyful, free, graceful. You see the essence of the wine, free, connecting, comforting. You see the essence of the whales, wise, resonant, ancient. You see the essence of the traveler, hopeful, seeking, finding. You see the essence of the flowers, beautiful, peaceful, alive. And then you see the essence of yourself, not your body, not your mind, but your soul, pure, peaceful, radiant. You see that your soul is not separate from the lighthouse, the ocean, the beam, the moments, the dolphins, the wind, the whales, the traveler, the flowers. Your soul is all of it, and all of it is your soul. The mirror dissolves, and you are back in the lantern room. But you are changed. You no longer see yourself as separate from the world. You see yourself as part of the world, and the world as part of you. The beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean, and in its light, you see unity, unity of all things, unity of all beings, unity of all peace. You are the keeper. You are the lighthouse. You are the mirror. You are the peace. Chapter 16. The keeper's legacy beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean, and in its light, you see a young boy standing on the cliff, looking up at the lighthouse with awe in his eyes. You recognize him, younger versions of yourself, other seekers who have come to the lighthouse over the years, all drawn by the peace it offers. You walk down to the cliff, and the boy turns to you, his eyes wide with wonder. Are you the keeper? He asks. You smile. I am, you reply, but the lighthouse has many keepers. You are one too. The boy looks confused. How can I be a keeper? I'm just a boy. You place a hand on his shoulder. The lighthouse is not just this building, it is the peace within you. The beam is not just this light. It is the love and compassion you shine into the world. You are a keeper, and the lighthouse is within you. The boy's eyes widen with understanding. He looks up at the lighthouse, then back at you, and he sees the truth in your words. He sees the lighthouse within himself, the beam of his own peace. Will you teach me? He asks. You nod. I will, but the greatest teacher is the lighthouse itself. Sit with it, watch the beam, listen to the ocean, feel the peace. The lighthouse will teach you everything you need to know. The boy sits with you on the cliff, watching the beam, listening to the ocean, feeling the peace. You see the lighthouse within him growing stronger, its beam brighter, its peace deeper. Years pass, and the boy grows into a man, then an elder. He becomes a keeper in his own right, tending the lighthouse within him, shining his beam of peace into the world. And you see that this is your legacy, not the lighthouse itself, but the peace it inspires, the keepers it awakens, the beams of peace that spread across the world, touching everyone, everything. The beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean, And in its light, you see countless keepers, countless lighthouses, countless beams of peace, all connected, all one. You are the keeper. You are the lighthouse. You are the legacy. You are the peace. Chapter 17. The final beam of the lighthouse sweeps across the ocean one last time. It moves with the same slow, steady rhythm it has always moved. But now it feels different. It feels complete, whole, as if it has fulfilled its purpose, illuminated all the moments it needed to illuminate. You stand at the window, watching the beam, and you feel a sense of completion, of fulfillment. You have been the keeper for a long time, and you have served the lighthouse well. You have tended the lamp, wound the mechanism, polished the lens. You have watched the moments pass by, learned from them, grown from them. You have shared the peace of the lighthouse with others, inspiring them to find the peace within themselves. The beam reaches the edge of the horizon, and for a moment, it seems to hang there, suspended in time. In that moment, you see all the moments it has ever illuminated, all the memories, all the visions, all the joys, all the sorrows, all the peace. They are all there, all present, all one. Then the beam begins to fade, not disappearing, but transforming. It softens, diffuses, merges with the night, with the ocean, with the sky. It becomes one with the world, one with the peace. You feel yourself transforming too. Your form softens, dissolves, merges with the lighthouse, with the beam, with the ocean, with the sky. You are no longer the keeper, no longer the lighthouse, no longer a separate being. You are the peace that has always been, that will always be. The lighthouse stands empty now, but it is not abandoned. It is full of peace, full of the legacy of the keeper, full of the love that has been poured into it over the years. It stands as a monument to peace, a beacon for all who seek it, a reminder that the light is always there, within and without. You are the peace, you are the lighthouse, you are the beam, you are the legacy. You are the final beam, and you are at peace.